Hello everyone, in today's video I will talk about what are the ideal tank mates for your shrimps. Now before I go on and talk about the tank mates, let me emphasize this. It is best to keep shrimps in a shrimp only tank. Shrimps are not the best choice for keeping in a community tank with other fish because as shrimps are very small, even the most peaceful fish can go after the shrimps and hunt them down because they will often mistake the shrimp as live food for them. That's why the best solution is keeping your shrimps in a shrimp only tank. You might keep some snails with your shrimps, that is fine, but other than snails there are not that much fish choice that are absolutely safe for your shrimps. Okay, now I have done an interesting study. I have asked in some shrimp community what do the community members think, what are the best tank mates for shrimps, and I will show you the result here. As you can see, around 40% of the members voted that other shrimps are best tank mates for your shrimps. Okay, so suppose if you're keeping a red cherry shrimp in a tank, then the best tank mate for that red cherry shrimp will be other cherry shrimps like chocolate shrimp or blue cherry shrimp or green jade shrimp, stuff like that. But if you go down this road, remember that if you want to produce higher quality offspring down the road, in that case it is not advisable to mix different colors of shrimps, because if you mix red cherry shrimp and yellow cherry shrimp, down the road they might crossbreed and the offsprings will not be higher quality. The offsprings will lose their color and they will start to get translucent or transparent down the road. So if you want a higher quality of offspring, then it is not advisable to keep different colors of shrimps or different breeds of shrimps together. But if it is not any problem to you, you are not that worried about breeding higher quality offspring, then you can certainly keep different breeds or different colors of shrimps in your single tank. You can also see around 20% of people voted autosyncus as the best tank mate for a shrimp, and I agree with that. In my fish keeping experience, I have seen no other fish as peaceful as autosyncus. They are simply the most useful and peaceful fish I have seen. I have heard some people tell autosyncus go after shrimp fries like the baby shrimps, but in my experience I haven't ever seen them going after shrimp fries. In your case it might be because the temperament of a fish can vary from one fish to another fish, but in most cases autosyncus are the best tank mate in terms of fish for your shrimp tank. Okay, now before considering any tank mate for your shrimp tank, there are some considerations you will have to be aware of. The first is size. The larger the fish is, the more dangerous it will be for your shrimps, because larger fish tend to go after small shrimps because they see those small shrimps as potential food. So make sure you're not keeping any fish that is too large compared to your shrimp. Also keep in mind the temperament of the fish. Okay, some fish are generally much aggressive than other fish, like I would say cichlids. Cichlids can be very aggressive than other monster fish like Oscar, arowana. So don't keep these types of fish in a shrimp tank because they will just gobble up everything, every single shrimp. So you'll have to keep in mind the temperament of the fish you want to keep as a tank mate. Okay. Also make sure whatever fish you want to keep in your tank, they have the similar care requirement as of your shrimps. Okay, so if shrimps are generally a tropical kind of animal, so they like kind of a warmer water, and I would say they like pH between 6.5 to 7.5 and TDS as low as possible, and then also the other GHKH in the range of 0 to 4 ppm. It will obviously vary from shrimp to shrimp, but these are the general preferable water parameters for shrimp. So keep a fish that has the same requirements or their requirements fall in the same range, because if you keep a fish that likes out let's say base water range, like water pH of more than 8.5 or 9, something like that, then it will not be compatible with your shrimps, right? So make sure if your shrimps like a pH of 6.5, then the fish you are thinking to keep, it also likes a pH of 6.5. So you have to keep this in mind. Also keep in mind the tank size. For a shrimp only tank, you can go with a 10-gallon tank, a 20-gallon tank, that would be fine. But when you are keeping fish with those shrimps, you will have to think about the extra bio load. So you will need to get a bigger size tank. Okay, so think about the tank size and plan accordingly. Now let me tell some of the fish you can keep with shrimps according to my experience, fish and other stuff. So first I will say autosyncus. Autosyncus will be my first preferred choice. Then you can also keep snails with your shrimps. There are lots of snails. Most snails are perfect for shrimp tank. They don't go after the shrimps except for assassin snail. So if you're keeping assassin snail, it might be that the assassin snail will go after the shrimp fries, but in my experience I have kept assassin snails with in a shrimp tank and I didn't see any massacre there. So still, then I would say to you, I would ask you to be careful if you're keeping assassin snails. But beside that, apple snail, nerite snail, all of those are perfectly okay for shrimp tank. You can also keep, peaceful tetras or peaceful rasboras that are generally calm and small in size. So in terms of tetra, I would say neon tetra can be a good choice because they are very very small in size and I think they are not that much aggressive. If you want to keep some rasbora, then I would recommend chili rasbora. They are very very small in size, kind of the same size as your shrimp, so they should not go after your shrimps. So this can be a good choice too. So these are some of the fish you can choose to keep with your shrimps. But then again, as I have said, all fish can be a potential issue for your shrimps, so you will have to monitor them and keep them under your supervision to make sure your fishes are not going after the shrimp fries or your shrimps. Now there are some nano fish that are very very dangerous for your shrimps, that will go after your shrimps even if they have a very small size. So it's not a general truth that the fish that are small in size will always go with your shrimps, right? So if you want to know about those nano shrimps that are dangerous to your shrimps even after having a small size, then you will have to check out my article. I will put that link in the description box below. In that article I have shown a huge list of nano fish that are dangerous to shrimps even if they have a small size. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked today's video. So take care. I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.